Monster Castle, paranormal, radio hound, Monster Castle, paranormal, digital radio, KTLK. Yeah, the Fringe FM.
Not necessarily those of the network or anyone affiliated. There will be mature and possibly immature content. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't listen at all. It's very poorly produced. Take me to your leader.
Welcome to the Monster Castle Radio Show. For the extreme paranormal listener. And here is your host, the Wolfman, Mike.
This is where the real freaks hang out, alright, yeah.
also drops your chats.
Alright, yeah. Starting late on Monster Castle here. But we got a hold of Tom. Hey, Tom, you're the next guest on Monster Castle Paranormal. Come on down, buddy.
What's happening?
Oh, man, if this stupid, crazy music I ripped off of, where's that from?
Price is Right?
Yeah, that's Price is Right, yeah. If that would stop
Come on down.
playing, yeah,
You're
yeah.
the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Yeah, man. So we got Tom here from the Mary Janes, man. And Eric's with us.
Right on.
I think Eric's going to go trolling. Were you going to go trolling, Eric?
Yeah, I'll troll. I'll report back. I'll hang on the air, but I'll report. I'll do live troll reporting as we go along.
He's going to try to troll people.
Hey, but the Mary Janes, I didn't know your guys' band was Mary Janes. I love that, man. That's a great name. Mary Janes.
It's pretty descriptive, and it also works out well numerologically.
How's that?
Well, we used to be called our name was Electric Healing, and we had a series of mishaps to the point where we thought maybe, for our career, we'd be better off changing our name. So we did that. And at the time, it was like 5 minutes of my life, I was like reading a book about numerology. And so I was like, let me pick a name that works out more auspiciously. Because when you checked out Electric Healing with numerology, it worked out really bad. Like, just no wonder the band faced adversity. So we picked out the Mary Janes, and that's why it's spelled with a Z at the end, because with an S, it was still bad. With a Z, though, the numerological calculations were more favorable. And now I don't even remember, because I'm not into numerology at all, but... the other thing is that the bass player, that's my wife Susan, right? And she has a middle name Jane. All three of her daughters have the middle name Jane. So a family friend recommended the Mary Janes.
That's great. I mean, I got to ask the question, Wolf. Could your wife or you, is there an amp in the room? Could she, if she wanted to, could she go get her bass, plug it in, and just twang off a few twangs for us?
I'm sure she could.
Let's do it. What do you think, Wolf? A little twanging, a little bass twang?
Sure, anything, man.
Hey, Susan,
if she feels like it.
Hook up Zig for the radio audience. They're very keen to hear you play some bass riffs on Zig.
If she feels like it, no pressure.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever seen a woman bass player before. I mean, I'm sure I have, but it's not something I can picture.
No, they want to hear you.
Eric wants to hear a female bass player.
She's laying on the bed with her laptop, and she's like,
She's not ready for it. I mean, you're gonna hear her play.
Drag.
You're gonna hear her play in the songs I got lined up anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's no worries, man. So what? So you're not into numerology anymore? I didn't even know you ever were.
No, I just got a hold of a book. I mean, we have a lot of books, and most of them are Susan's, and we've moved them from house to house so many times, and then they wind up for a little while on bookshelves while we're living in a house, and then I'll just come across a random book, and I'll just start reading, because I usually like to be reading a book, And there was a book about numerology, so sure, fine, I'll read this. And it happened to be at the same time, see, this old band, well, same band, but old band name, we had worked for over a year playing, very regularly, but in, off the beaten path dive bars for almost no money. We're working our way up to some better gigs, and finally we got these better gigs booked. And one was a renowned radio show broadcast from Knoxville, and another two were in some much better class bars, So, but right before we were going to play the gigs, like within a week of playing the gigs, our drummer had to take a leave of absence, We had to replace him. Now, hindsight, I would have done better to just cancel the gigs. I was like, sorry, we can't make it. But we tried to do them anyway because it took so long to get these gigs. The only drummer we could come up with was a guy that really only had played slam punk before, you know. But he was kind enough to try and do it anyway, and it was a train wreck. And we decided now's the time to change our band name. And so this happened while I was reading this book on numerology. I was like, well, we need a new band name. One was suggested, and I checked it out. And compared to our old band name, it was much better, especially with the Z. Oh, it was great with the Z. Everything should work out fine. So we've been working with the Mary Janes for some time. And I don't know if numerology is to be believed or not, but
it doesn't sound good.
So just play a few notes because it would be Murphy's brother who recently passed away, actually.
Right.
And he was talking.
Plays during when that was actually a topic, you know. I mean, it's not a topic anymore, but when that came out, I wrote that song, and they said, yeah, let's record that one. we have it recorded. That was funny.
Oh wow.
So are you the original writer of that song, Father Blows Best?
Yeah, I am.
And you probably know that that song has been duplicated. I'm looking on YouTube right now. Several other people have done your song. That's pretty cool.
Well, there might be other versions, but I would know if they were the same version. There's 3 verses, and so yeah.
Tell us. We want to hear. It's an R-rated show, so just lay it out there, brother.
I've copyrighted it. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It gets the point across without using any overt foul language, but the deviant propositions involved are clear, you know, as well as the gender identities of certain members of the clergy and their preferences and so forth. So that's what Father Blows Best is all about. You know, altar boys and pastors and rectory basements and things like that.
Rectory,
it was like the
rectory basement sounds so dirty.
And anytime you say basement in the same sentence as rectory, you know someone's getting it.
That's good. That's funny. Oh, Jesus.
I'm Googling that right now, Father Blows Best.
I did too. I'm trying to find it.
I don't know if it's been out there. I mean, I may have put it up in the old days of MySpace. Possibly might have been up then. But the band I recorded it with is called Dophesus with the PH. Dophesus. But and I think I posted it on YouTube in some video of us doing it live at the CD release party. It's the only thing I know of as Father Blows Best on YouTube.
I think I saw that actually. I'm looking at something else now, but I think I found that.
Dophesus.
Yeah, it's spelled
I got it.
Yenquuach.
Dophesus, July 2002, Cincinnati.
That's exactly right. That's the one.
No way. Okay, I found it.
It's me. I'm playing bass and singing.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Altar boy, a pastor's toy. Meet Father Johnson, just call me Roy. A parish priest, in from the east. Down in the rectory, they had him greased. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Oh, bless him, Father, for he has sinned. He wants to tell you how long it's been Oh, in the habit, just like a nun. He don't like biscuits, but he like fun. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Father knows best, Father knows best, Father knows best. Father O'Rourke takes us like pork. Father McKenna, and now and then. Father O'Nut, like 30 names. But Father Joe plays roll the bowl. Father O'Grady was quite a lady. Father O'Reilly, like doggy styling. Father O'Keefe takes us like Pete. Father Brown was going down. Father Rosebud, Father Rosebud, Father Rosebud. 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 Father Rosebud, Father Rosebud, Father.
I have a question.
Yeah, what?
Okay, one of the lyrics in that song, I just wrote it down. I just want to make sure I heard it right. Father O'Reilly likes it doggy styly.
Exactly.
What's funny? Did you catch that, Wolf?
Oh yeah, I heard that. I was cracking
Father
right
O'Reilly
up.
likes it doggy styly.
Oh yeah, I was cracking right up on that one.
Oh shit. So I just have to say this. I'm sure Wolf knows, but Frank Zappa just comes into my mind immediately when I listen to your style. I mean, did he influence you at all?
Oh yeah, a whole lot.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Before I was old enough to go out and start, going to concerts, I had heard, all of his more popular. You know how Shakespeare had stuff for the groundlings, so to speak. Well, Zappa had titties and beer, and that was going to get all the bikers, the beer drinkers, the people that were just in it for the party. They would get into it, and it started with that, and then you hear other stuff from Zappa. Right away, someone turned me on to his instrumental album, "Shut Up and Play Your Guitar," and I shut up and I listened, and that's a major influence. The way the guitars go in regard to Zappa's on the spot compositions, where he's just going to make up stuff over a period of time.
Name one or two of your favorite Zappa songs.
Watermelons and Easter Hay has got to be one of the favorites.
Watermelon,
and one,
say that again?
Watermelons in Easter Hay.
Wow.
Watermelons in Easter Hay. He was describing the way the bass players sounded when they were practicing the song. He's like, God damn, you got to play better than that. It sounds like watermelons in Easter Hay, he told them. That's the story anyway. Another one would be, it's also an instrumental called Deathless Horsey. That's a great one. Our band does one, but it's a simple one. It's just called Black Napkins. Just two jazz chords back and forth with a particular melody. And it's kind of boring unless you're into that kind of thing. But those other ones are a little more ambitious.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Watermelon is in Easter Hay. I guess that came out, looks like sometime around in the 80s, right?
Well, yeah, possibly before that, but he played it live a lot in the 80s, a lot,
Yeah.
So that's when I started seeing him around 84 to 91. And that was, it was not uncommon to hear that one because it was a great crowd pleaser.
Yeah. His son even plays it too. Dweezil Zappa apparently plays his version of it as well, it looks like.
Yeah, I've seen Dweezil 3 times, man.
Is he pretty good? I've never heard Dweezil.
Oh, he does justice to Frank's music, big time.
Really?
You'll be impressed. Don't miss him. If you can catch that show, don't miss it because
really,
you won't get anything anywhere near close to Frank Zappa except for Dweezil. And the reason why he's doing it is just because he feels the same way we do about Zappa's music, you know. But he got the chance to get all those tapes and spend years in Zappa's studio studying the music, you know, and every little track he was able to hear it. So his band reproduces it unbelievably well, and they're not even as big a band as Frank used to usually have, you know. But he's got great talented people, and they do such a good job.
Oh, he
just was on the Jimmy Kimmel show this year. I'm looking at it right now. He did a song on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
He did. It's true. There's a lot of Zappa songs you could sneak by.
Hey, we got to say a shout out to Ralph Dibney in the chat room on Spreaker. He says Joe's Garage and Don't Eat the Yellow Snow.
Exactly. Exactly. Catholic girls.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow
What went
snow.
down in Joe's Garage? That's what I want to know.
That's what went down in Joe's Garage.
How did you meet your girl? I mean, how did you guys hook up and start playing together?
Well, I had been in Knoxville a while. I've been in a couple of bands. I was looking to expand my musical horizons. Nothing going on at the time. Also, was looking for a way to get out of the house. I was kind of in an abusive marriage.
Really?
I wasn't. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I mean, it was that mental.
Okay, gotcha.
Abuse kind of thing. It's like, let me find a way out. So I'm looking for a jam, and I find a jam, and it's in a new place, in a new part of town I've never been, and it's not even a bar. It's called a variety theater. They happen to serve alcohol, so they're skirting some kind of licenses there, but that's cool. And they have a stage, you know, and they're supposed to have this jam. I've heard that it happened, so called them up, and I arranged to go down there, making sure that it's going to happen, and I go down there. And I'm the first one to show up. The usual guy that runs the jam is the drummer. He's nowhere to be seen. Hours gone by. I asked the bartender, hey, you mind if I get up on stage and start playing? So I get up on stage and start playing by myself, you know, with my amp and my electric guitar and sitting in front of the people. There's a pretty decent crowd already. And next thing you know, in come two girls, 5 years old and 6 years old, to come running in. Do not pass go, do not stop, right on stage, and start playing percussion, drums, and whatever.
5, 6 years old? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're sisters, and they come running up on stage. They come in the door, run up on stage, and start jamming with me on percussion instruments, congas or whatever it was at the time, both of them. And it's just like stage is their home. They don't have to ask. That's where they go. So cool, I'm jamming with these two little girls. Like about 10 seconds later, here comes their mom because, you know, she's probably trying to finish her cigarette outside or something. But, you know, kids were loud. It's all ages. And mom had a place to bring the kids where she could also hear music that night. And she had been to this place before, the jams. And in she comes. And then the girls introduced me to the mom. And we became friends. And I started having play dates with my son, who's her daughter's age, pretty much, visiting them, and they got along great. It was great. And then I got divorced, and then we hooked up. Bada bing.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, man.
So how are the kids grown and out of the house now, or what's going on?
No, they're not. The oldest kids aged out, and they were the ones that were babysitting the younger kids. And that's about the time where we started playing in bars a lot less because it became a money-losing proposition once the free babysitters moved out, graduated high school, moved out. So now we have 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds.
Oh God.
I found another one with dophesis.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it just says dophesis. There's nothing else.
And there was an album, and it's some pretty amazing stuff. I'm in love with that material. I only wrote the one song, and it was like a novelty compared to the rest of the stuff. It's very ambitious rock.
What's Peripheral Ghosts?
Oh, that's a good one, man. It's a song that Dave Kopp wrote. Dave Kopp.
Is that you
about
guys?
Presences, those things that you're not sure if you saw them or not, and they're in your space and you feel them.
This is you, man. I got one of you here. This is you, Peripheral Ghosts.
I just play a bass on that one.
Do you want to hear a long or a short one right now?
Either way.
We have some more people up here. We can't see anybody.
This is
if anybody
right
wants
up
to
my
come
alley,
and move around up
Peripheral
here, that'd be
Ghosts.
awesome.
Because this is so much fun to dance to.
Yes.
Somebody almost broke their neck doing it one time.
Twice.
Both.
Oh, he wants a link. Holy shit. Oh, man. There you go. Blow your freaking head right off. Nice.
This ain't messing around. Get your attention.
Yeah.
It's better than a shot.
Yeah. I think Ralph's looking for a link. Wow, cool.
Ooh, I like it.
Good drummer.
Yeah, the drummer was amazing.
Something's left behind. Energies reside. Bothered by a touch. Afraid they know too much. Something's caught your eye. But the image soon dissolves. Presence drifting by. Peripheral. Something's caught your eye. Casually goodbye. Left upon your ring.
Nice bass playing there.
Reason leaves the room. You're easily consumed. Were they really there? The question leaves you bare. The residual pulse of a former life gone by, throbbing in your ears, echoes through your something's caught your eye, casually goodbye, breath upon your something's caught your eye. Casually goodbye, breath upon your ears.
Boy, you guys must have really rehearsed this.
Yeah, we practiced a lot, man. But 3 pieces were pretty easy to manage. Schedules and everything else work out a lot easier.
To keep your peace with this uncertainty of watchers in the wall, some behind the door. So let it come to be, dissolve reality, the consuming flame of this doppelganger. Something's got your eye, casually divine, let the pondering. Something's got your eye, casually divine, let the pondering. Your eye, casually divine, let the pondering. Something's got your eye, casually divine, let the pondering.
Wow.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I cut my finger.
That was good. I dig it.
Dophesus got pretty popular in Cincinnati 2000, 2001. Played everywhere you could play, big crowds, and played it out. There's not much else to do in Cincinnati after you've done that.
So who was your lead singer there, guitar player?
Dave Cupp. He still plays in Cincinnati. He teaches music now, and he's in bands too. He wrote all the stuff except for Father Blows Past. But I thought he was an artistic genius. It's the first time I played with anyone who had any kind of an artistic vision beyond just musical talent. This guy had studied art and was an artist and brought an artistic touch to the whole music thing that I never had experienced before. He had vision, and he knew how to execute, and it was great playing with those guys.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, do you know who Gobekli Tepe is in the chat room?
That's me. That's me as my troll form.
That's
tonight.
what I thought. My intuition was telling me that's you.
Yeah.
You tweeted a few at me. What do you mean? The whatever happened to my money? Is that what you meant? Which one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is that the ones you meant? You tweeted a few at me?
Yeah, that one and Evil Lucy, but whatever happened to my money? Don't you jam for like the first several minutes on that song, Tom?
In some versions, I do. Yeah, it all depends.
One that I
on
sent
version.
you, I think you jammed for quite a while before you actually started singing anything.
All right.
But it was good though. It kind of there's a little bit of I feel a little Stevie Ray Vaughan-ish kind of stuff happening too.
This is all me, Tom.
Monster Castle Paranormal Digital Radio. Alright!
That's me on the drums.
It's your
Nice.
mutation to avoid the nauseation, frustration, desolation, mutilation, degradation. We like to rock,
And vocals.
as this is a donation station. Yeah, baby. Go to monstercastleparanormal.com and donate today. Keep us rocking, man.
I thought you might want to hear a few of mine, so I lined this up.
You have nowhere else to vent your torment. Fly ahead. You know that they lie to you. Hear the sound, seismic echoes in the ground. Forget your misery, shine a laser across the sea. It's quite clear when you're in the atmosphere. Aliens appear. Tower Earth, and it's a strange place. Do we really know if anything is real? It's a nice ball and it's out in outer space. It's a nice place. It's a weird, weird place. Flathead. Scientists will take offense. It makes no common sense. Flathead. Everybody laughs at you.
Aha.
Awesome.
That was just some recordings I did recently, actually. Those ones.
Pretty awesome, man.
You're doing all that, right? Rolf, you're all those instruments and everything. Is that correct?
Except for the last recording was a live jam session, and I got someone playing bass and someone playing guitar in there.
Okay.
And the first one I did all the guitar myself, and then yeah, some of it I do it all myself. Some of it I have a guy playing bass. I'm not a great bass player, so I usually get somebody to do that. Oh, who let the dogs out?
Yeah. The dogs want to eat the frogs.
That's your dogs?
Yeah.
Right on. They're going to eat the frogs? Do they really?
I'm sure they would love to, but they can't get them.
Oh, yeah.
Frogs stay in the pool. The dogs don't want to go in there because it's dark green.
Oh.
They don't want to go in the pool. They like
yeah.
swimming, but they won't go in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Wow, Darren wants me to play his song now. Everybody wants their song played. I'll get it up yet, Darren. I just don't have it queued. I've got Trampoline queued up.
That's a good one.
Actually, I'm going to leave that one queued up for the next half-hour break, and then we're going to go... I'm going to go back to YouTube and see if I can find that one that Eric put up. There's another one here, too, though. I got to find back. And it was just Dophesis. It didn't say anything else.
It might be the whole show. I only put up one song, but I'm glad someone put up the rest.
No, it's it's only 3 minutes. the drummer singing. Oh shoot, I blew that one. And I was trying to search for something else and it just blew that one.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a whole bunch by the
Want to hear
somebody
a long or
put
a
up.
short one right now?
I gotta pause this, hang on. So what song was that? I just cut it off.
Let's see. That was, damn if I can remember the name of that one.
It was a drummer.
It was one of Dave, well, yeah, the drummer was named Ezra Waller, and he did write that one. No, I forget the name of it. It's been a few years, but yeah, that was when they let me start.
Yeah. That's yeah, that one just says Dophesis. But somebody named, well, their YouTube name is Single Speed Mayhem. Whoever that is who posted all these.
Wow, cool. I know I only posted the one that I wrote, so I'm glad someone put them on there.
Single Speed
Look for
Mayhem.
one called Inspederic.
Huh. Uploads. Oh. He's got different bands on here. Rip, Raunch, and Roll, Psycho Dad. Uploads. Oh man, it's not all your band.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, there were other bands.
Yeah. It's not all bands at all. Jello Biafra, Running for Mayor. What's that?
Jello Biafra was in a punk band, a seminal punk band, and I guess eventually he got into politics, and that must have been a speech of his.
Oh. And then there's Is What? Circus and Lies. And the Tiger Lilies. No, that's it. I can't find that one you mentioned.
Well, that's all right. Anything by Dophesis, if it's on
I think that's
YouTube,
it. That's all I could find.
we had one CD, and then we had the CD release show that was videoed and recorded, and it's all pretty much the same stuff. So there isn't much they do that isn't worth listening to. It's good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna look for this one. Whatever happened to my money? Okay, whatever happened to my money? Okay, I'm trying to find it. Whatever happened to my money? Hey, wait a minute. How come I can't find it?
Be under the Mary Janes. You can get it on our website or on Bandcamp.
It's it's on YouTube too, though. I know it is. Okay,
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Sure it is on YouTube. CD Baby put it up there. But it's harder to find. The ones that CD Baby put up there are harder to find for some reason. I don't know why.
What did you Google there, Eric? Did you just Google the Mary Janes, or?
Oh, I sent you the link in Twitter. Just click it, and there it is. Did you do that yet, or no?
No, it's in. I have to No, I don't have Twitter up on this computer here.
All right, let me pull it up for you then.
Hang
Well,
on.
you
No,
liked
no.
it. Hold-
That doesn't, unless I put Twitter up on this computer.
But if you all hold on,
I
I'll
got
find it and I'll tell you what to
trampoline,
type
walk
in
outside,
here.
It's not your birthday.
Okay, if you go,
Frozen
if you're in
Lights.
YouTube right now, just type in "whatever happened to my money?" question mark. The Mary, and it's spelled, as you probably know, Merry, and then Janes is spelled Jayynz. It's 4 minutes and 38 seconds. It's got red, yellow, and green lettering. It's got kind of a reggae. Shit, I could play it right now. Tell me what. Just want to know what this sounds like. Just give me.
Oh, I found it.
Does it sound okay or no?
Yeah, it sounds
Not
good to me.
bad.
Let's just roll it here. I'll roll it. I'll be the DJ for a minute.
All right, go ahead. I got it now, though. Okay, I got it.
Excellent acoustic. Very smooth.
Whatever happened to my money? Whatever happened to my money?
Is it loud enough?
Oh, here, I got it right here.
Whatever happened to my money?
Are the Simpsons?
Whatever happened to my money? I used to have some up in here. I turned my head, it disappeared. The rich get richer, so they say. But every dog it has his day. Has his day. Whatever happened to my country? Whatever happened to my country? I see my freedom slip away. I seen some all go down today. Hey, the rich get richer, so they say. But every dog he has his day. Has his day.
Yeah, baby.
A live one.
Yeah, man.
That was probably from our basement.
Now what happened? Okay. Whatever happened to my light? There we go. Yeah. And there's the Evil Lucy one too, right beside it. Yeah.
Yep.
See, some people are still thinking though that we didn't go live because earlier. I just got another one saying, "Oh, yesterday's show was good enough for a couple days." Epic.
Oh God, I know, man. A little wear on your brain for a little while. He tried to call me today, and I just didn't answer because I didn't have the energy to be on the phone with him for 2 or 3 hours because he just gets going. It's like,
Oh well.
Debbie's convinced he's insane. And this other guy that I know thinks he's insane, but I don't know if he's insane. I don't know that I totally believe. There's parts of his story that are believable, but I don't know that I totally believe his story. But he seems to believe it.
Yeah.
It was trippy though. It was interesting that I didn't steer you wrong when I called you and told you this is gonna be trippy. Yeah, I wasn't exaggerating. Tom should go listen to that show. That might freak him out even.
And the last time we had that guy with the aliens in Texas, that was great.
Dawson? Is that Dawson?
Oh yeah, Ronnie Dawson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Ronnie Dawson. He's a character.
That was fantastic.
What's bizarre is this song seems to be still playing, but I don't hear nothing.
Huh.
That is weird. That is just weird. I don't understand that. Let's try Evil Lucy.
Yeah, give it a run.
I don't know why that's no sound. I hope this works. Maybe I did something. I don't know. Yeah, see, now there's sound on this one. That's bizarre.
Change your evil ways. Lucy, before the taste of a loving
Lucy.
you got to change. Lucy, every word that I say is true. You got me running, hiding, and fooling around. I want a redhead who will make me feel like a clown, Lucy. This can't go on, Lucy.
That's funny, man.
Lucy. Ay, 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 Lucy.
Almost sound like Ricky Ricardo there.
Exactly.
Lucy, I'm home.
Lucy. My house is dark and my pots are cold. You hang around, Lucy. We fled and echo now they won us rule. My little Ricky, he's crying, he's always running around. Why is he always screaming at a nigga, Lucy? I don't know what's going on in my house and I'm gone, Lucy. What kind of harebrained screams you cooking up with that now, Lucy? No, you cannot be in a show, Lucy. No, you cannot be in a show, Lucy. Babaloo, Lucy, Babaloo. Babaloo, Lucy. Change on evil ways, Lucy. Before I stop a loving girl, you got to change, Lucy. And every word that I say is true. You got me running, hiding, fooling around. I want to lay here. Who want me to feel like a clown, Lucy? This can't go on. This can't go on, Lucy. Oh no, Lucy. You know that cannot go on, Lucy.
Beautiful. Are you guys like really famous in any other countries? That happens a lot, eh? Like people that are, you know.
Well, I don't know.
You should try that. Remember that guy Rodriguez? He was famous in South Africa. He didn't even know it.
We got radio airplay in Dublin and in Chile.
Oh wow, cool.
And there's a guy in Colorado playing our stuff. And I think that's it. So we may be famous. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, you never know, man. Apparently, yeah, and some of my stuff, album I released a long time ago is being played in Detroit.
Nice.
Yeah, under the Alternate Reality Band. I don't know if anyone's ever heard it, but apparently they're playing it, and it was really popular in Detroit for a while there. Actually, somebody actually showed up at my farm one time when I was growing tobacco, and they were playing my stuff. I said, where the hell did you get that? That's my music. And they said, no, it can't be. That's impossible. We just drove here from the States, and we got this in the States somewhere. Somebody gave it to us.
Oh, wow.
And it was my stuff, man. I couldn't believe it. And then I had to prove it to him. I had to take him up to my studio, and then I played it right off the recording, right off the recording studio for them, and they were freaked right out.
Wow.
They could not believe
that would
it.
bug me out.
What kind of coincidence is that, eh? And they
Crazy, man.
showed up at my farm to ask directions. They were
And you're
lost.
playing your music.
Yeah, they were lost, and
That's
they were playing
weird.
my freaking music. Yeah, I could not believe it. Yeah, man, that was a weird story, and it was no joke. I thought it was somebody joking with me, and it turned out it was no joke. It was serious.
And there was a time that I thought for sure that this was either a hoax or something really bad, like some serious conspiracy that I had no clue I was in. I was in a folk band, folk music, acoustic guitars, all that stuff. Staten Island, New York, 1980.
Hang on, I can pause this if you want. It was time to go on right now.
Oh, God, that's cool. Let it rip.
Okay, hang on to your story for after this. We'll take a break again. Well, this one's called Trampoline.
I like that one, actually.
Smells like Vaseline. Your chimpanzee smells like bananas. Your kiwi fruit. Wear pinstripe suits. With hedges like those zebras in a denner. Moldy boats. Guitar notes. I wanna be part of that collision. You come round here. You smell like beer. Patchouli and bad decisions. Well, your tambourines and your tangerines, I'm a submarine on Iwo Jima. My pin grew long, but it kept me strong. My mustache resented my bandana. All motorboats, guitar notes, I want to be part of that collision. You come around here, you smell like beer, patchouli and bad decisions. Your trampoline smells like Vaseline. Your chimpanzee smells like bananas. Your kiwi fruit, wear pinstripe suits with hedges like those zebras in a denner. Motorboats, good guitar notes. I wanna be part of that collision. You come round here, you smell like beer, patchouli and bad decisions. Patchouli and bad decisions. Patchouli and bad decisions.
Yeah, you're right. It does have that vibe.
It's got like the Bang Bang Maxwell Silverhammer vibe to it. Yep, I loved it. It reminded me of the Beatles with their comedy sort of rock when they were into that.
Yeah, that was good. That was entertaining, no doubt.
Oh, cool. Glad you guys like that one.
Actually, one of my favorites, definitely. Besides Piggy Boy, that one's probably my favorite.
Piggy Boy rocks, man. I got ringtones now. You guys want ringtones? We got a Piggy Boy ringtone.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah, man. I can get them to you. all my new email subscribers get them free with the free download thing, you know? So you guys can get them.
Yeah, why don't you tell everyone how they can do that? How do they get the?
Well, the best thing to do is you just find at the Mary Janes on Twitter, and there in my pinned tweet at the very top, you'll see where I offer to give you free stuff in exchange for you joining our email list. So you keep updated with our releases and other news, and also you get 3 MP3s from the first CD and 5 ringtones now. And some of those ringtones are from the CD that's not yet even released.
Oh wow, cool.
Hey, I got it cut in right here. Check this out, Wolfman. They got 22,000 followers.
On
Pretty.
On Twitter?
I just followed the Mary Jane's got 22,000 followers on his header. It says Underground Swamp Rock,
Yeah.
Knoxville,
us,
Tennessee. 22,000 followers. That's impressive. Very impressive.
We're taking over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of stuff. Get your free and exclusive digital download bundle here. Just for anybody listening, it's at the THE Mary MERRY Janes JAYNZ, all one word, at the Mary Janes.
I just posted the link on hashtag 47Talk in Twitter.
Right on.
So you can just click on it.
And thanks for the shout out, you guys.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Underground Swamp Rock. I got it right. Yeah. 22,440. Wow.
Pretty impressive. I know, huh?
And he's only made 717 tweets.
I know. He's got some fans out there, no doubt.
Yeah, man.
I tweet pretty regularly, but not prolific.
When did you join Twitter? How long has it been?
About a year, but I really started working on Twitter as a way to get fans like 6 to 7 months ago.
That's impressive, dude. Seriously. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to give a shout out. Any of the musicians listening can do exactly what I did, or probably better than I did, if you follow the musicpreneur Twitter strategy of Mr. Carlos Castillo of Utah. He's a friend of mine I met online. It teaches a course for musicians on how to market your music on social media without being a douchebag. You know, by being you can be a conscious person and do it in an organic way and get great numbers and much better exposure and build a real fan base. You know, if you know how to engage them after you get them. So that's what I'm working on. That's how I got the numbers. Now the Twitter following is great, but you know, what you want is a fan base that you can contact at will, you know, and make sure that they'll get it. So email is still the way to go for that. And I'm happy to have built up a pretty good list of email subscribers. And I'm not trying to sell anybody anything yet. I'm pretty much still giving stuff away. But I want to engage the people that chose to follow me, gave me their email address, right? So over time, you keep building an audience and keep engaging with them. You know, you can't sell music now because it's free everywhere. It is free. No one knows. No one has to buy music. But if they are like you, and the music you make, it has enough value to them that they will buy stuff from you just to support you. You know.
Yeah, like I want one of your T-shirts.
Yeah,
I definitely want one. That's cool T-shirts. I got to make one up for my show too.
Me and Susan and our friend James all have one. They're good. They're front and back too. The back of the shirt's my best logo I ever did, and it was for the Electric Healing band that I mentioned earlier. That logo was so good, we just decided to put it on the back of this T-shirt.
Nice.
Okay, but let me share you something with you that'll help you out even more. You need to take some pictures and tweet them and get some media, because you have no media pictures. If you had media pictures of your shirts, you'd probably be selling them, because I'd buy one right now because I don't see it on your Twitter.
Oh, I understand. It's not on Twitter, but it is on our website, themaryjanes.com.
All right, I'll check it out. I just thought I'd share that with you. A little marketing strategy.
No,
So
you're
we're
right, because it appears nowhere in Twitter for sale, the T-shirt.
how do you do that then, Eric?
Just take a picture with his cell phone or whatever device you use to tweet with, and you can even download the picture to that device. Or there's a lot of ways you could do it. Just get the picture on the device that you tweet with, and just tweet it out.
Just tweet it out that's for sale and make a pinned tweet or something to his profile.
Yeah, pin tweet with you with the shirt on, or you and your girl, or whatever. I mean, or you and your band with the shirt on, or you and some hot whatever. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a good way to market it.
Yeah, we'll put the T-shirt on a emu,
or a skeleton or something. Yeah.
Yeah, put it on
a Chihuahua.
1968 Camaro.
There you go.
Yeah, get it on the Chihuahua. The Chihuahua size.
Put 3 or 4 Chihuahuas inside that T-shirt.
Okay, I see the T-shirt now. Yeah, it's got the red, yellow, and black and green letters. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's. I ran a contest, and I said whoever buys anything of any value will be in the drawing to win a one-on-one online interactive concert. And so someone actually bought a T-shirt, but it was a week and a half before I even knew it, because that company that fulfills the orders, they don't notify you that there even is an order unless you check that place every day. You never know. So I totally thought that nobody entered the contest and no one bought anything. It's come to find out one of my friends locally bought a shirt specifically to win the contest, and he did.
Oh, wow.
He's got a shirt. You can make it any color you want, too. He wanted a purple one, so he made it.
Yeah, I'm
purple.
looking. You got 50 different colors. It's pretty cool. You just click on your website. You just click on the color, and you can see the shirt in that color. I like it.
That's a pretty decent website right there.
It's very nice. I like your tie-dye that you got on, too. It's pretty sweet.
I used to make tie-dyes myself in high school. I started a new trend. I started that trend back again, and it spread from my high school all over Ontario.
Nice.
Yeah, I tie-dyed everything. My pants, my backpack.
I tie-dyed some white Converse high-top Chuck Taylors.
Cool.
And I tie-dyed. My mom just insisted that I had to have this ankle-length duster. It was a white canvas duster, and I didn't want it, but she insisted I had to have it, so I tie-dyed that bitch. But the thing came out pastel, like Easter eggs, instead of vivid, and so it was pretty lame. I couldn't wear it. I wore those Chuck Taylor sneakers, though.
So, tomorrow we got a psychic on. Elizabeth April is joining us again. She's quite amazing. It's going to be a good show.
That's right. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, 5 your time.
Yeah.
Right?
That 5 p.m. EST, 2 p.m. PST, Pacific.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, send out some tweets. Start tweeting that out an hour at least before, and tweet it a few times. See, that's the key. That's what I do on my show. When we do our shows, I'll probably do 20 tweets a day, but I'll be doing them every 15, 20, 40 minutes. That way, people that aren't online, some people that don't follow you, for example, they'll still see your tweet sometimes if you tweet it out enough times.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a poster for it. I made a poster for this show, too.
Oh, my God.
You don't make posters? It's pretty easy, Eric. You make a poster.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, man.
No, I don't do posters. I don't need to do posters.
Oh, it's easier. It's easier to keep retweeting it. It's got all the information in the poster, so all I got to do is just load up a photo. It says everything on there.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I do it.
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, as you know, everything that we do is all volunteer. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm doing it for the experience. Plus, it's fun and it's get to meet cool people and talk to interesting people. So if John Polk ends up moving to California, which it looks like he's going to, then we're going to do 2 shows a week, and then we're going to expand. The second show is going to not be like the first show. It's not going to be like Quantum Hologram Matrix. It's going to be more along with the kind of things that I want to do that are a little more risque. So we can talk about subjects. So John Polk won't get harassed if we talk about certain things that I want to talk about. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you about Tom, about your time in the Navy. We never really got to talk about that last time.
Oh yeah, man. My military experience. Well,
man.
It started. I got out of high school in 1980.
And thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure, trust me. But out of high school and shortly thereafter, out of the house, bummed around Brooklyn for a year and a half. Finally, the following fall, starts to get chilly outside, and I was living in a park. So me and my guitar went down to the recruiter station, and we signed up, only to find out that I didn't have to report anywhere until January. I thought, damn, I'll be frozen to death by January, But nevertheless, time marched on. Things improved. All the reasons I had for joining the military went away, but I had signed up, so I went in. And the Air Force was, it was pretty wild. I thought the boot camp would be tougher. It was 6 weeks. It's not very long. We built up gradually to a 1.5 mile run and 15 push-ups, which isn't very strenuous. I was expecting much more, but it was pretty easy to get through. The good part, though, was I had spent 6 months in tech school in Denver, and that was just a party. Denver was great. Then finally I was posted in North Carolina at a base. Had a bunch of planes, worked on planes. But the main thing about the Air Force was I wound up buying my first electric guitars there and upgraded my bass. I didn't have much else to spend my money on except alcohol, which I certainly did a lot of that. But I started playing guitar, electric guitar, especially in the Air Force. Played with a lot of bands. Nobody there knew the kind of music that I like to play, so I started learning a lot of Journey, AC/DC, Judas Priest, stuff everybody else knew. And it's good because, every now and then the ability to play in 4/4 time comes in handy. Rocking
I'm
out.
guessing that you like to play that song "Big Balls" by AC/DC. Am I right on that?
I've never played it, but I do like the song.
She's got big balls. He's got big balls. That was a pretty trippy song.
The balls are
I know
always
the song.
bouncing to the left and to the right, and everybody comes and comes again.
I got a
And then
song.
"She's
that
Got
talks-
the Jack" was a great song. She's got the Jack. Boom, 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 boom. I can't sing for shit, but you guys know the song.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a song with horse balls in it.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and the song is called "Touch the Cow." A friend of ours sent me a YouTube video. It was more of like a slideshow of all these really weird excerpts from children's books. If you just take one page out of context and you have a filthy mind, then it's pretty entertaining. And so I liked it, and immediately a song came to mind. So I made a music video out of it, and it's called "Touch the Cow." And it's just excerpts from children's books. I strung them together and made lyrics out of it. You can find that on YouTube. It's my most popular video.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me Check
What's
this
that
out.
one
The
called
thing
again?
is, touch the cow.
Touch the cow. I'm on it, brother. I'll be on it real quick
All
here.
right.
I'm telling you.
The cow.
Is it
Now,
under Mary
radio is a
Jane's?
radio is a medium that touch the cow is not intended for, because without the video, anyone would think that the person who wrote this song needs to be in a mental institution, you know? But with the video, it makes more sense, and I don't seem so insane. So I hope you guys may be the only listeners anyway. And if you're watching the video, I'll feel much better about it.
Is it by Electric Healing?
No, I've got
yes.
it. The Mary Jane's, Touch the Cow.
No, that's the one, Electric Healing. I put it on that.
Yeah, I'm looking
YouTube
at it right now.
instead.
All words and images are from actual
It's like a
children's
children's
books.
book that you open up and you got to. It's okay. Yeah, it gets horse balls. I see in the book. George was fond of peeking in the window. Windows.
Hang on, before I play it, I'm gonna try to post the. I'm gonna post
Suck
the
it,
link.
said the lion. Do you like it in your face? Touch the cow, do it now.
Okay,
This is funny. It's
here
very
we go.
funny.
Okay,
They got
I
the
got it.
firemen on the
I got
fire
it.
boat.
I got the link posted, but I'm not going to play it yet. I want to ask you about 432 tuning. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've tried it.
What do you think? I love it.
I've tried it, and
Doesn't it sound way
you know,
more?
it doesn't sound it. I didn't notice a difference. I'm willing to go along with all the theories I've heard about it, that it is more harmonic and less dissonant as far as interacting with people's auric or electromagnetic fields. But it's just a pain in the nuts to change your tuner to make it be that. And if you play with other people, then you have to convince them to do it. So skip it.
Yeah, I know. It's such a big hassle for a musician to actually change all that, because everyone he works with has to change it too. And
Right.
yeah, how are you gonna convince everyone else? So
And here's the thing: you can do that with a guitar, no problem. But just like dropping a guitar down to E flat, which a lot of people like to do, all of a sudden, you cannot have a harmonica player play with you, because that harmonica player is there where A equals 440,
that's right.
and you can't tune a harmonica, man. So
You can't. That's right.
Yeah.
So definitely, harmonica's out, and even my juice harp doesn't sound right with it.
right, it's tuned differently. And
Yeah,
you can
and
make a harmonica.
You can
That
change a
worked.
keyboard that way. They usually
you
have
can
even the cheap electronic ones usually have a little screw that you can find that you can fine tune the thing.
Yeah, they do have that.
You
But,
might be able
you'd
to
have
get it down low
have
enough.
a-
I don't know.
You'd have to have a way to know what frequency you're winding up at. You know?
Oh yeah, that's easy enough. There's YouTube videos that'll blast that frequency 432 for you, and then you can just tune to it on the A.
Probably, you know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing that the NSA realized that 432 is a hypnotic frequency, and they want to perpetrate mind control by changing everyone off of 440. 440 is keeping us free, man, but 432 is the slave frequency.
Oh no, it could be. They're trying to trick us into changing to something that'll make it worse.
That's right.
Yeah, you never know,
So-
eh?
432.
Wow, I
join
never
us.
thought of that. I never thought of that.
I'm a suspicious guy. Suspicious.
You should write a song. Suspicious guy.
I don't know, but I
Suspicious
tell
guy.
you, when I dropped to 432 on my guitar, on my acoustic, it sounds way better. It just sounds magical. Honest. The
Well, that's
difference
good. It
is
wouldn't
just
be too
incredible.
Wouldn't
know.
be too hard for me to make recordings in 432, because it's all just me, you know, and I can make sure
Yeah.
everything's tuned to it. And so I'm willing to try that. It might even help with the singing, too.
Yeah, it does. It actually feels more comfortable on your singing, too. And, I don't know, it just sparkles more, I find, the harmonics it creates.
Well, that's cool. I haven't taken a good critical listen to it. I just said, well, let's change the tuning and see how it feels.
So, yeah, you can also possibly get I don't know if you can get can you fine tune a guitar tuner? I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
You might be able to bring it down low enough so that if you could have your guitar tuner set to that. Well, mine's built into my guitar though, so I can't change it.
Yeah, well, I have
that kind of sucks. Yeah.
My expensive guitar tuner doesn't go down that far, but my cheap one, the little one you clip on the top of the guitar that tunes from the vibrations, that one I can set down to 432. And yeah, but every time you turn it off, you got to reset it back down to 432 because it goes automatically back to 440. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a hassle, so I don't mess with it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know
They
what
should
to
sell
do with that.
two tuning forks.
What's this? Pat the Bunny. Are they all? Oh my gosh! They must be checking out your recording here, your video. But let's see, 2 minutes. Yeah, I got Piggy Boy lined up though.
That's a good one too. People love it.
And then we'll play the video after that. I think there's not enough time unless I kick it up right now and just press start. I could do that. Jump ahead right here.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Mary Jane's Piggy Boy.
When I was a boy, my family bought a pig. He wasn't very smart. He wasn't very big. But we loved that pig. Raised that pig, took care of that pig, danced around with that pig, drank beer with that pig, went to school with that pig. I had a bath with that pig, sometimes I served with that pig. Well, he was a piggy, just like no other. My old and a pet, that pig was like my brother, Piggy Boy. Oh, Piggy Boy. Yeah, Piggy Boy. A piggy boy. Down the street, oh, there you go, he's running. There goes the meat. And the people cry, run, piggy boy, 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 piggy boy. People cry, run, piggy boy, 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 piggy boy.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. That was good. Man.
Thank you very much.
Psychedelic, too. I like the depth and your voice in there and everything. You're just talking in the background, talking to the pig.
Piggy boy.
You need to put some pig grunting sounds in there, too.
We
Maybe.
had a volunteer for that. There's a local guy that goes way back decades, but he's known as Hog Man. He's a Tennessee guy, and he has all these pig-related songs, and dresses up, and he looks the part, bib overalls and everything, straw hat.
Oh, my gosh.
But besides Piggy Boy and Touch the Cow, that's the end of my farm animal repertoire.
I
I don't have anything else.
got a song with petting zoo of farmyard animals. Yeah, barnyard animals, yeah. A petting zoo. I haven't done that one for a while. That's good. And it's like it's got like mutated animals, like 3 eyes and stuff, and wooden
Very
leg.
nice.
Wooden leg, but you still get to pet them right there. It's kind of funny.
Cool.
They're freaks of nature. Treat them right. Yeah. I should find that one. That's funny. Oh, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this video. The one where we got to follow with the book.
It helps. It helps. You would. I don't want anyone thinking I just made up these lyrics. I didn't make them up.
Where is
They were
it?
all lifted.
Oh, it's here. Touch the cow. All right, touch the cow. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Everybody hit the video so you could watch the pictures. I put the link above in the Spreaker chat room.
Horse balls. George was fond of
Yeah, it's only a few back right now.
peeking in window walls. Special cold. Suck it, said lion. Mr. Dog, do you like it in your face? Touch the cow. The cow. Do it now. Kill it. Horse balls. George was fond of peeking in. Special call. Second said lion. Mr. Dog. Do you like it in your face? Touch the cow.
The most popular video we have.
I can see why. Oh my god, I hope everybody's seen that. That's so funny. Oh man.
That's based on a true story that happens probably every day in Tijuana, Mexico.
No doubt, man.
I laughed my ass off. That was really good. How can we have this? I can't believe it.
I like the firemen on the boat with their apparatuses that they're spewing out. Whatever. that was good. Strategically shaped to get the proper angle.
Oh yeah, it's great. You can't miss it.
No, you can't.
Oh yeah, Moog Boy says that the 432 tuning theory is about as solid as the flat Earth theory.
Yeah,
he's a musician too, eh? What do you think of the flat Earth theory?
Well, I don't know, man. If it weren't for the images of Earth from space, now I know there's people that don't even believe that. But once you see the images of Earth from space, and you know that there are satellite images of it, these satellites are, I mean, the basic physics of it tells you, yeah, we're a sphere. The only reason for flat Earth theory is I think people want to try to validate the Bible. And devalue science to make themselves feel better.
I almost think it's just like it's like a trolling, like they're trolling everyone with this.
Yeah, it can't be serious.
Yeah, they're not serious behind it. They're just trying to piss everyone off.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that going on.
And you know what? There's a team of trolls. Have you ever tried trolling them back, and then all of a sudden, if you're tweeting them, suddenly you've got 3 or 4 people you've never met in your life jumping on your ass about how the Earth is flat, sending you all this information, and it's like it gets out of control if you try to challenge them. That's for sure.
So it's a coordinated flat Earth social media campaign, I guess.
I think it's a mind control program, personally.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I go that far, but it almost seems like it's a cult.
Exactly.
So yeah, there could be a mind control in certain cults. They did this.
Well, I think it's an experiment that somebody generated the experiment and then tried to figure out how many people and what kind of people will believe it, and that's the part. It's like a scientific study of how they can control your belief system based on information that. Anyway, it's interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely interesting.
So you're suspicious too, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think I am too. And Mook Boy in the chat room says religion is the key. There are no atheist flat earthers. I don't know if that's true. I think I know an atheist flat earther.
Well, it's the conspiracy theory of the month.
But I think...
Well, okay, I did notice this trend, though. If you look at the people that believe in the flat Earth, they also believe in almost every single other conspiracy that's ever been discussed ever in the history of conspiracies. It's like, they're all the whole world's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
so I'm going to believe this one too. Fuck it, they're all conspiracies.
Yep, that's what I've noticed. That is what I've noticed exactly. Is yeah, you
believe everything.
Yeah, you put it the right way. That's what I was looking for.
Those are the people that you really want to have tinfoil hats because it keeps the crazy in.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what we got to tell them. That the only way they're going to keep the dome from caving in is for us all to wear tinfoil hats. Because that's
right.
Yeah, it'll. Otherwise, the aliens will find us and they'll break through the dome or something. I don't know. Yeah, we're the ones behind it, you flat earthers. We started the whole thing. It's an experiment.
I got to tell you a true story. This was within the last 2 years. I met this girl, and she was really attractive, and we were getting to know each other, and I liked her. I thought, wow, man, there might be a future. And all of a sudden, I don't know how it came up, but suddenly the topic of flat Earth came up, and we had never discussed it. And then all of a sudden, she's trying to convince me that the Earth is flat, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I got turned off all of a sudden. I mean, there's psychologically, mentally, it didn't matter that she was attractive anymore. I just said, I just lost interest. It was trippy because she was just so. I thought, man, if this girl can believe this,
bummer.
What other issues am I going to have to deal with down the road?
Yeah, but you could have probably talked her into anything.
With a girl like that, you got it pretty easy. Because if you just need some time alone, you put her in a round room and tell her there's $1 in the corner, and she's busy for hours, and you can go to the bar, you can do whatever.
Oh God. Yeah. She claimed, you know what's interesting is she claimed to have an IQ of 226, which I knew that was bullshit, but she was so trying to impress me with how intelligent she was. And I never researched that the reality of anybody with a 226 IQ is just like almost impossible. And this girl was not 226. I mean, she was intelligent, but she was trying to use her fake IQ number to convince me why I should believe that the Earth is flat. I mean, seriously, that was it. After that, I said, I'm done.
That's a bad argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
like I'm smarter than you, and I know the Earth is flat, and I'm smarter than you. My IQ's higher, so just shut the fuck up and believe me, kind of attitude. It's like, please, come on now. Anyway,
yeah,
that's my flat Earth experience.
Oh, I wanted to mention something. The moonlight, this is one of their arguments, and I don't see how it's an argument. I find it strange, though, which you can do this test yourself. It's test the temperature of the ground in the moonlight and out of in the darkness of the moonlight, so it's not getting in the shade, like moon shade, whatever you call it. And the ground is actually warmer where the moonlight is not. So moonlight actually makes things colder.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Strange, but true facts
on
the Monster Castle Paranormal.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
That's one of their arguments. And somebody I know from work there's one guy that's a flat earther, and he's an atheist too. So yeah, I talk to him every lunch break. And he tries to convince me. And he's got everybody thinking about it now. And that's one of the facts, though, that was brought up. That's interesting.
I really think it's a psyop. I really do. Because it just came out of nowhere, if you think about it. I mean, how many years it hasn't been very long where this thing just caught fire.
Yeah.
All it takes is a couple of celebrities. And that's it. It'll spread.
Oh, yeah. And apparently, what's his name? Crap.
Justin Bieber?
No, it's the
one of those guys.
Comedian, Jim Carrey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently that's one of their idols. Yeah, they think he believes it. I don't know if he does or not, but they think he believes it.
Whoa.
Because of this one movie he did. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, there's an experiment you can do, I'm thinking. You just shine a laser across the still water. It has to be a mile of still water. I don't know when you'll get that, but if you ever get that opportunity to shine a laser, there should be a 9-inch drop. Measurable drop for the curvature of the Earth, and I think it would work on a body of still water, just a mile long, like a pond or something on it, where there's no wind or anything.
It would have to work.
Yeah,
it would have to work.
That's my idea of an experiment. We could test ourselves and prove that the Earth is round by doing that. That's what I come up with. You think that's a valid test? I think it is.
I'm sure there's already a lot of, ways to prove the Earth is round.
Well, yeah, that's to me. They calculated that it's a 9-inch drop every mile. So, and this is.
Well, that's about right. You know the Verrazano Bridge in New York? There's a big bridge. For a while in the 60s, the longest suspension bridge ever. And they used to tout the fact that the main structure between the two suspension towers was almost a mile, and that they were 4 inches further apart at the top than they were at the base to compensate for the curvature of the Earth. And that's over a half a mile. So I could see 9 inches at the surface, 9 inches over a mile. Definitely.
Oh, that comes from scientific books and theory, so. But then I never looked it up myself, and that's, I would have to do more research, but I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's 9 inches on a mile. I've seen that written several times, but different places. But it's all flat earthers giving this. And they're trying to show arguments against it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's probably what Eric said. So let's move on to a different topic. We got to get off that topic.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of trippy. It kind of draws you in, though.
Yeah.
You know how I would end the argument? I'll just last comment when I'd be tweeting back and forth, just playing with them. And then when I got done and I didn't want to play with them anymore, I would just say, you know what? I really don't care if the Earth is flat or round. It just doesn't matter to me. And then what are you going to argue after that? It's like, okay, it's flat. So what?
Yeah, that's
it's round. So
good
what?
Way to end it. I don't care if it's flat or round. I just don't give a shit.
Exactly. It's like, I can't argue with somebody that don't give a shit.
Good point, because you got to get them off your case eventually. They just won't stop. Yeah.
It's almost like those people that show up at your door and with the Watchtower magazines, and they want to just be really super nice to you and try to share with you their perspective on Jesus and so on and so forth.
Oh, do you know that you're talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses? They've been pretty much criminalized in Russia. They're now put in the same category in Russia as jihadist extremists.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't like him too much in Russia, I guess. Wow. You know what I wanted to talk about though is Tom, your military days. We kind of jumped over that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were
well. Yeah. Tell us about your top secret position and how you've been sworn to secrecy, and you have the top 50-year knowledge that you can't release even until after your children die.
About UFOs and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I worked with fighter jets and the pilots that flew them, and none of them ever mentioned any kind of UFO encounters. But when you recover a jet and you find half a joint and some pills in the cockpit, you wonder what the hell they're doing up there in the first place, you know?
What do you mean when you say you recover a jet? What do you mean by that?
When they land, someone has to, help the pilot put the plane where it belongs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Get him out of his ejector seat. Get him out of the airplane. There's a whole bunch of checklists of stuff you have to do. The shutdown procedure, then, that's recovering a jet. Make sure it's ready to be maintained and fueled and flown again, pretty much. But it's fun working on the flight line, on the planes, and so many low-flying aircraft all the time around the base where we lived and worked. You never notice a UFO. I mean, unless it was going to be really obvious. There's so many aircraft, all the time around there. But all my friends got kicked out at the same time because they went to a hobby shop and bought homemade rockets. Thought they'd launch rockets at night on an Air Force base with low-flying aircraft. And one by one, they all got tested for drugs, and one by one, they all got discharged.
Do they lose their pension or their retirement or their any kind of do they lose their money after that happens, when something like that happens?
Well, there's three kinds of discharge. If you got to get a trial and they prove that you're guilty of something serious, then that's called a dishonorable. And then you lose everything and you ordinarily wind up in jail, you know. Then there's general discharge, then there's general under honorable conditions, and then there's honorable. And back then, drug tests were in their infancy, and they were highly contestable. If you wanted to get a lawyer, they would usually back down. So they would give you a pretty good discharge just for getting you on a drug test. General under honorable conditions, 90 days, it changes to honorable. The only thing that changes is they ship home half as much gross weight. You would ship home 1,500 pounds on an honorable, but only 750 pounds on the general under honorable conditions. And I mean, I was shipping home a bass amp, musical instruments, all kinds of stuff. I didn't even get close to 750 pounds, so it's not a big deal. Got all my veterans benefits, everything, VA hospital, all that stuff. VA loans, didn't affect anything.
Okay, Stabby McHugs has made me it looks like I got my own channel in Discord now in a chat room.
Really? He made it for you, huh?
Yeah. Well,
That's pretty cool.
I was in there. Yeah, it's pretty nice of him. He set it up for me. And he's just given the link to it right there in the chat room on Spreaker.
So I guess I'm going to have to get in that eventually, because everybody's going to be there eventually.
Yeah. I'm going to check it out. And it sounds pretty fun. But I don't think I'm going to be doing a late show tonight, folks. Sorry. I'm hungover from yesterday. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But we're back tomorrow with the psychic tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be.
Now, how many months? How long ago was it? Like it was about 5 or 6 months ago when you had her on before, right? Something like that. Maybe 6 months. 6 months, probably. Something like that.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was a trip because, yeah, that was kind of like what she said. Kind of pushed me over the edge to continue on with you know who. And then that didn't work out, so I'm definitely gonna talk to her tomorrow and see what she has to say. But I like her though, man. She is cool, super cool.
Yeah, man.
Very cool.
And this Discord,
Elizabeth April.
Yeah, Elizabeth April. Yep. And this Discord is going to be really good eventually, but I have to figure it out. I still I don't feel comfortable with it yet. It's a little different. I haven't really tried very hard though, and I've got it in the work. You can have a voice chat room. Everyone can hear each other. It's amazing. You can show each other videos and stuff in there. It's really cool. But I haven't quite mastered it, being able to move around in there yet.
Okay, Wolfman, I got to tell you something that you may not be aware of. On Spreaker, they have this button on the iPad. It's called Explore. Have you ever clicked on Explore before?
Yeah.
You click on Explore, and then you click on Live Shows, and your show is not listed on here. Even though we're live right now, I'm looking at it. I see,
That's
Spaced
strange.
Out Radio. I see Beyond the Strange. I see Debbie Daly. I see them all, but your show. So you need to figure out how to get that on there so more people. Because I find a lot of shows when I just click on Live Shows.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear something live. So you need to make sure somehow figure out how to get your show on there.
Well, it should be on there.
Yeah, I don't see it unless I'm just missing it, but I don't see it, seriously. So just check that out. Anybody else listening right now, go into Spreaker and click on Live and see if there's sees. Yeah, I know what your show looks like, and I don't see it on here. It's
That
kinda
is
trippy.
weird. I'm going to check Spreaker. And then you go Explore, right?
Yeah. And then when it pops up on the bottom right, it says live, and then just click on where it says live.
Something started over here. Oh, it's break time song. This is that other song, yeah. Oh, which one is this? Which one is this, Tom?
It's River of Beer.
Oh, right on. I see it now. Enjoy this while we're searching.
It's easier, just so you know.
Okay, man. Right on. So it's there. Right on. Okay.
It is there. It is there, yeah.
All right. Shout out to Apocalypse in the chat room and Moog Boy, and Stabby McHugs and who
Darren.
else? Darren. And there's it was Ralph Dibney. I already showed it out to him, and there was someone else too, but I can't find him. Oh yeah, that's you. Gobekli Tepe. And who's in Twitter?
You know where Gobekli Tepe, that's what they say on the Fade to Black when anytime anybody says Gobekli Tepe, you're supposed to drink a shot or whatever.
Yeah, we didn't come up with one for this show yet, eh? We didn't get a drink.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think they used the word plethora on one of these other shows. Anytime somebody says plethora.
Oh yeah, well, I was thinking for this one maybe horse balls.
drink a shot.
Yeah, every time we say horse balls.
No, what was it? What was the name of that little song? Cow what?
Touch the cow.
Touch the cow. I like that one. Touch the cow.
That was great.
And now for your musical entertainment, Touch the Cow.
Well, I got another one of his here somewhere. I got another one I want to play. This Soulmate. Should I just let it rip?
Yeah, do it.
Sure.
All right. Oh, groovy, man.
Yeah, that one I was hoping would be a Dophesus song, but nope, it had to wait 20 years almost.
That's
17.
yeah, but I like it. Oh, I'm glad you have a song like that. It's like an epic journey through space or something, man. I was spaced right out at the end of that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting song, different than most of what I do.
I really like that one, actually. Wow.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay, what are we going to do next? Anybody have a question? Anybody can call in, Call in and and talk to the man here, the Piggy Boy man. I swear that song's going somewhere. If we push it, man, that song will get you somewhere.
That's the one. That'll be the one.
I think so. It's psychedelic too. Yeah, it's cool. Moondog Lane. Shout out to Moondog Lane. All right.
I think you kind of know who that is, right?
Who is it?
It's me. Anytime something stupid and crazy shows up, just figure it's me.
You keep trolling my show.
Yeah, I'm trolling
in
you.
a good way.
But I'm not a mean troll, though. If you notice,
That's funny, man. Moondog Lane.
Remember last week he was Moondog Maine.
Oh, that's right. I know. I thought it was the same person, but I didn't know who. But you're freaking me out, man. That's cool, though. You shouldn't tell me.
I gotta tell you guys a story. I don't know. You probably don't remember this because it was in the United States. I'm assuming you've always been Canadian. Is that correct, Wolfman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except
back in
when
the
I'm
day,
in the Mars.
we're talking in the 70s. They called it big time wrestling. What do they call it? WW this and WW that now, but back in the old days it was called big time wrestling. And they had the characters just like they have them now. They weren't all roided out though. I mean, these are just guys that were just crazy dudes. And this one guy was from Little Rock, Arkansas. His name was Moondog Maine, and that is actually his picture that you see right there. And he used to come out and howl when he'd get on the stage. When he get in the ring, he would just get on his knees, and he had this look on his face and his eyes, like you just know the guy was insane. And he would just howl, and then his opponent on the other end would just look at him like, "What is this guy's problem?" And so during the match, he would do all sorts of illegal things. Of course, he was one of the bad guys, and then he would always win. And then after they would interview him. They had these little things where they jump down off the stage, and then there was this guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but
Sheik.
He would always interview. What?
The Sheik.
The Sheik was one of the wrestlers, but there was a particular guy that interviewed all the wrestlers, and I can't remember the guy's name. But the bottom line is this guy Moondog Maine would literally bring out a glass, and he would break it. He'd put it in his mouth and break the glass in his mouth and start chewing on the glass, and then his mouth would be bleeding, and he would be laughing and looking in the camera with just blood gushing out of his mouth from the glass that he was chewing on. I'm not kidding you. It was bizarre. Never seen anything like it. So that was Moondog Maine. Just a little Moondog Maine story right there for you.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Love it. Love it.
It was good. And there was this other guy called the Great Mephisto. He was classic. He was one of those chic kind of guys, like an Arab sheik, and he would come on the stage, and he had this thing that he would wear, like a sheik that the sheiks wear over their head that kind of hung down, like, what do they call those things? I can't remember, whatever they're called. Anyway, so he had these, he'd always come on with these big, tall, black boots that were laced all the way up to his knees, and they always had about a 3 or 4 inch heel underneath the foot line. So, I mean, what would happen is he was a tag team wrestler. He always had a partner. So the partner would start kicking this other dude's ass, and then distract the referee. And then while the referee was distracted, this guy, the Great Mephisto, would take his boot that he had on his foot, and he would start banging the boot on the tip into the ring, and somehow it was supposed to like lodge some sort of something. It was bullshit, of course, but he made it seem as though he was loading the boot. So the announcer would always say, "Oh, he's loading the boot. The Great Mephisto's loading the boot." And then all of a sudden, when the referee wasn't looking, this Great Mephisto would go over and kick the other guy in the head, the other wrestler, and then the guy would be done. He would be out cold forever, and then they'd win the match because he was loading his boot. It's just all this crazy shit that you just don't see anymore.
I went and seen one of these with my grandpa once when I was a kid. And it was Crusader Robinson and the Sheik. Oh, yeah. It was awesome. And the Sheik stole the bell, and he was bashing the guy in the head, and there was blood all over the place. It was all fake.
Yep.
But it's all fake, you know.
Yeah, right. And then there's another guy. There's the Von Bronner brothers. Oh, this was a good one. These guys, the Von Bronner brothers, were these like steroid German guys that were, and then they had their manager. The manager's name was Gerhard Kaiser, and he would come out in like this Hitler type outfit with the Hitler hat on, and he always had a cane in his hand, and he pretended as though he had like a bad leg, so he'd come onto the stage with his cane, and then what would happen during the match every time is the Von Bronner brothers would throw one of the other wrestlers out of the ring, and then of course they'd distract the referee, and then this Gerhard Kaiser guy would come around with his cane and just start beating the guy with his cane. That was funny shit, dude. Oh God.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, do you remember that, Ron? Do you remember that, Tom?
I watched a lot of wrestling, but I don't.
Do you remember any of those characters?
Not those guys, man. I remember the Iron Grip and a couple other guys. But it got to the point where if you couldn't find wrestling on TV in New York, you could always go to the UHF channels and find wrestling in Spanish, which was even better because it was the same wrestling, but you had guys going, and then, of course, every now and then they would have to say, suavecito, Coca-Cola. And like, because they're doing promotional stuff, you know. That would be the only thing you could recognize. But it was more fun to watch wrestling in Spanish because you didn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah. And didn't they always have masks on? I remember that. Most of the Mexican wrestlers, they put those pullover masks on their head.
That's right.
Yeah, I forget what you call them. They have a name.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah. Yeah, they got comic books with those guys in and everything in now. That's pretty cool. They dress like superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So I don't know how we got onto this.
Because of Moondog Lane.
Oh yeah, okay. Do you want any more of your songs you want me to play? I don't know what I got left here.
Do you have Going to the Rally?
Let's see if I got it on YouTube.
I had listened to that song. That's a good one, actually. I saw that on YouTube. Going to the Rally. That's a good one.
You just got to be careful.
It's right there.
Because there's an acoustic one. You don't want that one. You want the electric one.
They're both good, actually.
Oh yeah, I dig it already.
You made the good grades in school. You believe what they told you was true. If you study real hard, you can get a good job. A college degree helps too. You swallowed more lies than you can tally. Is that why you're going to the valley today? Now you turn 24 and you find you owe 50 grand and you're in a bind. You're living with mom like a worthless slob, cause the 3 jobs you had were part-time. You're one step away from sleeping in the alley. Is that why you're going to the rally today? Picket signs, anonymous bears, nothing else to do, you're up to the task. What's that smell on the air today? Gun smoke, blood, and pepper spray. Pepper spray. The doctor's kid is rolling fat as you ask if he wants some fries with that. The politician's daughter wears gowns made to order, but you're stuck in this cage like a rat. You're one step away from sleeping in the alley. Is that why you're going to the rally? You swallowed more lies than you can tally. Is that why you're going to the rally today? You're flying a sign, you're riding the trains, you're under the bridge when it snows or it rains. Got a prison tattoo, a needle and spoon, but you can't run away from your pain. You did it, you made it, you're sleeping in the alley. Is that why you're going to the rally? You swallowed more lies than you can tally. Is that why you're going to the rally today? Picket sign, anonymous mask, nothing else to do, and you're up to the task. What's that smell on the air today? Gun smoke, blood, and pepper spray. You're losing your mind, they're shooting your friends. The American dream, is this where it ends? 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 Swallowed more lies than you can tally. Is that why you're going to the rally today?
Scathing socioeconomic and political commentary.
I can't believe this, what I'm getting from the chat room now. I'm getting real bad and shit for not doing my Dirty Rotten Tyro show after this. It's like, as far as they're concerned, I have one job on the weekend, and that is to entertain them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Don't let me change my Yelp review.
You should have like a $2 cover charge or something. I'm serious, for Dirty Rotten Taro. I mean, if those guys can't kick down $2, then fuck them. That's what I gotta say. Cover. That's what they used to have in the bars, man. I mean, when they had like a hot band or something, and it's like and you look in the bar and you're trying to see if there's any hot chicks in there, and you see like a bunch of hot chicks. He's like, fuck it, I'll just pay the cover, man. I gotta be.
Oh man,
serious. $2. I mean, God, that'd be. I mean, think about it. I mean, if you got like 100 listeners, and if even only 20 of them paid $2, that's $40. So,
well,
I mean,
I'm thinking about it.
That
because
pays for your beer and your buds, at least, you know.
I don't care if they want it. If they want Dirty Rotten Taro, maybe I'll do an hour of it or something. We'll see how it goes. I might do some crank calls. I never did get to do my crank calls.
I know. We fucked that up. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
But you had a lot of listeners last night. I've been looking at your stats.
No, I loved it.
You were right there with the other people that normally are above you, but you were actually right there with them. So I think you're moving up the ladder, bro.
Okay, check this out. This is one of my originals here. The Petting Zoo song I talked about. I found it.
All right.
I don't know what kind of version it is. It's probably pretty terrible for an old cassette.
A little teaser right there. A little teaser. Monster Castle Paranormal. Have you heard that show, The Dirty Rotten Taro, yet, Tom?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Crazy, man. It's crazy. All the guys that have been drinking all night long, they get on there and just completely just lose their minds. There's this one guy, Willie. Have you heard of Willie?
No, I have not.
Oh my God! Wait till you hear if Willie calls in. He'll be talking to you like I'm talking to you right now, and just kind of smoozing you up a little bit, just kind of, pontificating and whatnot. And then all of a sudden he'll go, "Your fucking music sucks, dude. You ought to just fucking take your goddamn guitar and throw it in the fucking garbage. I can't believe you play that shit." He'll just rip into you out of nowhere. I mean, he ripped my ass up a few times a few months back, but he rips everybody. But he's funny. He's totally sarcastic. But if you didn't know that he was joking, and he sounds very serious, so you almost want to kick his ass.
This one I wrote for my daughter. It's Jasmine Flower. Headed out of here, guys.
All right.
Which one did you like
man.
the best? Tom, which one of my songs did you like the best that I played?
Definitely the Petting Zoo song.
Oh yeah, right on. Sweet. I liked I liked all of yours, but that I don't know which one to pick now because I really like that one with the cow. Touch the cow.
Yeah, if only it could stand alone without the video.
Oh, it was awesome, man. That was a great show. Thanks for coming on. Anytime, man.
Well, hey, man, thanks for having me again.
Yeah, as long as you don't mind me playing your stuff.
It's all good. Any little bit helps, man.
I always
I'm glad
give
you guys like it.
I give you credit, anyways. We love your stuff.
Thanks, man.
And
we get to meet you, Tom. Enjoyed hanging out with you.
I don't
Very
know,
much a
but
pleasure, man.
Dirty Rotten Taro's up next for a little while, I guess. if anyone wants to hang around,